Alrighty. Hey y'all, and welcome back. My name is Fo, and today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, much requested, and I'm playing a little bit of Overwatch. Happy Sunday, y'all. Good morning. Hope everybody is well. Welcome in. Lots of love. Hi. Hey y'all, welcome in. Hope everybody is doing well. Shout out Fanny with the first, even if you talk shit about my pink. I'll go with the second. We're going to do a makeup tutorial. So I'm here blank face. Welcome in. Everybody keeps asking for these and I always avoid them because like I feel like I don't have any good insight. Like I'm gonna give like probably 1,200 disclaimers this whole time that like I don't know if this is the right way to do things, but you're asking for how I do my makeup and this is how I do my makeup. So that's the plan for today. My face is a little broke out right now. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been taking very good care of my skin recently. I just got on, I just kind of like got back on that, and I'm trying to be a little bit better with my skincare routine. Shout out Senna for all of her wisdom and knowledge about skincare and all that, helping me like figure out a plan. But that's the plan. Hi y'all. I don't have my headset on because my headset doesn't go with this bonnet very well. So if I miss a notification, feel free to fuss at me. It's there. Y'all, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Who is this light bright on my screen? I was looking for a streamer I know. I'm just holding holding space while she's busy. She's got stuff going on right now. Anyway, welcome in, y'all. Hope everybody has had a good weekend so far. Hope we've had a good start to our Sunday. So that's my plan. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna yap. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna do my makeup. We'll see how it comes out. It is harder, I find, to like do it here. Mostly like my eyeliner, but I have my iPad. I'm gonna set my iPad up. Oh no. I just spilled so much coffee in my lap, y'all. Oh my god. Oh no. Um, hmm. Alright, well, we're off. We're off to a good start. I think I'm like wearing one of my little ratty things today, so at least it got on that and not something I care about. Like this is like one of my ratty comfy things. Um, so I'm just gonna smell like coffee today, I think. And that's just where we are. Be right back time. No, I'm gonna be disgusting. It wasn't really that much coffee. I'm being dramatic. I just spilled a little bit in my lap, but it mostly got on this thing. Um, what was I? Well, I don't even remember what I was saying. It means good luck. That sounds right, right? Like it's like in tea ceremonies and stuff. Like you spill some. That's me. I'm pouring one out. For all the girlies who couldn't be here today. Oh my god, no wonder none of us have any pink today. Ruby's got all the pink. But anyway, that's the plan. Hi, welcome in, y'all. Yeah, doing makeup at the desk is different though. And also like, I can't do my eyeliner in the camera. I have to like set up my iPad and put it on camera and try to do it in the camera because my camera is here, but my screen is here. So like I have to do this, but like angle for, like it becomes it's a little bit of pain, but So I am gonna try to walk you through. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Most of this is just what I've started, like making it up as I go or figuring out what I like and what works for me. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. That's good advice anyway, Probably bet you smell fine coming from someone who can't smell literally anything. I'm funny. Love. I do not have a little makeup mirror. No, I was just talking about how that would be a good investment. Yeah, pouring one out for all of our lack of pink. Yep, pour one out for the homies directly into your lap. Yup. Luna, I need you to connect with my brain still here because I was about to make a really vile joke, but your skin looks flawless and glowy. What's your secret? So I've got like some little breakouts and stuff here. Honestly, I can't wait. I'm so excited to hype this up because I've been really lazy. I haven't been taking care of my skin very well in the past couple months, especially. But my friend Cinnabum, she is also a streamer. Wonderfully, lovely, fantastic, wise, incredible, hilarious Cinna. She is really, really knowledgeable. Like skincare is one of her fixations, you know? And so I actually went to her last week and like tried to like touch base with her, and we had like a whole consultation. And she put me onto a couple products that I've started using. Dr. Victor Werner Von Doom. Oh my god. Shout out Dr. Victor. It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you for the follow. Let me see if I can find like the specific. But there's a couple products that she recommended to me that I've started using and being really diligent about. And they're all from the brand The Ordinary. Purchase history. I know you. I walked with you. Is this working? Thanks, Shady Lady. I appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't hear. I don't have my headset on, so I didn't hear the biddy notification. But thank you for the biddies, beloved. I appreciate it. Put the mirror on throne. It's a good idea. The Ordinary. Yes, that's what Cinna really recommended. So like one of the first things that she recommended was this the Milky Toner. And apparently it's funny because I ordered it for pickup. Wait a minute. Let me just look at this screen for a minute and make sure there's no information on here. All right, I think we're safe. Okay. The Milky Toner, and it's funny because like I ordered it for pickup, but then my mom was going out anyway. She's like, "Oh, I'll pick it up for you." So when she picked up, she said the guy at the checkout like really raved about this too, and really, really loved it. So I've been using the Milky Toner, and then I'm gonna keep doing this in case sensitive information shows. The multi-peptide copper peptide, like peptides for peptides. Cinna talked really good about this stuff. And then this one. And then I also have some vitamin C stuff I ordered, but I couldn't get it picked up in store. So Cinna is a much better source because I'm just going off of what Cinna told me, really and truly. But I started doing that recently. They're all black screens, beloved. Oh, it's not sharing at all? You guys just, oh my god. All right, I'm a professional. I know how to fix this one, actually. There we go. I don't... I want my game up. Let's go, Aiden! I love that for you. I use their caffeine baggy eyes, the hyaluronic acid, and the niaminosides as well as a daily moisturizer that doubles as sunscreen. And most of my stuff is CeraVe. I think my moisturizer is CeraVe. Hydra... I don't know what most of these mean though. So again, ask Cinna, because Cinna held my hand and walked me through all of it. This was the niacinamide stuff that I was talking about. This is the Milky Toner that I was talking about. And this is the peptide stuff. And then I also ordered some vitamin C stuff, but it hasn't come yet. And that's after just like a week of using that stuff because I wasn't really taking care of my outside of like, I don't know, washing off my makeup and moisturizing my face. So I got this one. Black Void stares ominously. I don't know why she does that. Hi, Slime. Anyway, is the vitamin C stuff gonna kill you this time? We'll find out. Cinna recommended that I dilute it with my moisturizer, I think. So, James just advertised to me that you're live. Why is James advertising that I'm live? He's live right now. Go sit in James's stream. What are you doing here, Paul? I'm naked. So we'll see about the vitamin C stuff. I love Milky Toners. I've been using Thayer's one and it's so lovely. Yeah, I've been pretty lazy. So like I'm trying to learn. I'm like putting in the effort now, but the guy, Cinna would really, really love that. She said she uses it herself. And then the guy at the checkout really, really liked that Milky Toner. So we'll see. Name and aside, you can use anywhere on your body, by the way. It really helps to even out redness. Oh, that's good to know. Wash my face with a cleanser anytime I shower and moisturize after. Yeah, I wash my face when I shower. You know something I was doing, though, that I was being really lazy about that I didn't know any better? That, like, I'm going to pass on this information at the risk of sounding really, really dumb. I'm going to pass on this information because I didn't know, and so now I'm changing that. So I always use micellar water to take off my makeup. And so, like, at the end of the night, I would just, like, take off my makeup with micellar water, really, like, rub my face down with micellar water, and then moisturize. Micellar water can't get makeup out of your pores. You still have to cleanse and use a cleanser. So it's not enough just to take it off with micellar water, and I only just learned that. Hi, some guy. Thank you. I'll hydrate. Cheers. I didn't know that. So yeah, you're meant to double cleanse, but who has the time? Is that just like washing it twice? Double cleansing, just washing it twice? I think that that's a scam. I think that's a scam. Kind of like you're supposed to shampoo your hair twice, like wash, rinse, repeat. That's bullshit. They want you to use more product, right? Micellar water is better than makeup wipes, so I think you're valid. At least you aren't using green apple scented hand soap to wash off your makeup. Less. 2 different cleansers and spend more money? No, that's crazy. I didn't know that about micellar water. I didn't either. I always do oil cleansers to get rid of makeup and then another cleanser for my acne. Also, if you take hot showers, crank that shit to cold and just sit there for like 10 to 15 seconds. It'll help your skin overall. Do you do the cold first? Like, do you get in hot and then turn it cold, or get in cold first? I always turn the water. I love my shower fucking scalding, but I know that it's not good for your hair. So I always I get in and I make it fucking scalding and I like pull my hair up and then like I enjoy like the hot on my body, and then I turn it down and I make it colder for my hair. Oil cleanser and then water-based one. In this economy, I don't even know with my cleanser, like the face wash that I'm using, I don't know if it's an oil or a water-based one. I'm gonna be real. What's next? I have to use the toilet twice? Nice try, big bathroom. That's what I'm saying. Hot, then cold on your face and skin to close your pores and hair cuticles. It's the move. Okay. Do you finish with cold, or can I go hot, cold, and then get hot again? Get you a shower cap, like a waterproof bonnet. I used to have a pool cap because when I worked at the school, we did a pool field trip, and my hair was pink at the time, and I couldn't get in the pool, like I couldn't get it on my pool, so I got a shower cap. But it looked real dumb. It looked real dumb. The kids loved it, but that's because they were making fun of me, you know? Hi, Alex. Welcome in, love. Oh, it checks out that you're a lava shower gremlin. Oh yeah, I want that shit hot. This is like the first place I think I've ever lived where my shower temperature isn't all the way up. The water gets hot here. It's crazy. Cinna and I would get along so well because I'm a slut for skincare. Oh, I love that. Yep, Cinna too. I went to her because I knew that about her. And she had so much information. You want to know like what a ride or die Cinna is? You want to know what a good friend Cinna is and like how hard she went for me here? Hold on, let me pull up our DMs real quick and let me make sure I'm not showing if it's too much. Okay. I asked Cinna. She sent me. Okay, looking back at our DMs, I have a minute 56 voice message, a minute 59, 2 minutes and 21, 2 minutes and 13, 3 minutes and 17 seconds, 2 minutes and 41 seconds, all throughout our conversation about skincare. That's my bitch right there. She came through. You know, she could have just thrown some links at me. I had a popsicle. What kind? I upgraded my apartment shower to a waterfall shower, head and sprayer, and I adore it. That sounds so nice. The key thing is to know your skin, like if you have oily or dry skin. That was the first thing she was asking me. She was asking me like what like my skin type was and stuff. Which I think that I tend to be somewhere, like I don't lean too hard either way. I do live in the desert, so like I know humidity is a big thing, and I try to moisturize my face a lot. Oh, I have that bonnet in the exact same color. Oh, I love this. I love these bonnets. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started while the app. So I do tend to be like really product loyal, you know, not necessarily brand loyal, but NYX is one that I have a lot of products for. I really like NYX. I used to use 2 primers, but I ran out of the other one and I just haven't gotten it again. So the primer that I have right now is like the NYX face glue. Off-brand orange creamsicle. Those are always really fun because I don't know if they're gonna have real orange in them. You're not getting up here, baby. If you touch that cord, if you unplug my mic, I'm not gonna do anything about it, but boy, am I gonna bitch. I literally, the words out of my mouth. I said, don't touch that fucking cord. This isn't an argument. Can you lay down? Can you just act like you've got some sense, please? Thank you. You're so pretty. Sorry. Am I back? Yeah, okay. Is that the right mic? Yeah. Hi, Vithi. Just to let you know, there's something on your head. It's like pink. Oh my god, what the fuck? That is not my hair. I guess that's what it is now. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. You know what one of my cats did this morning? Oh my god. Sorry, I'm being really dramatic right now. So this thing that I'm wearing, it like, okay, so it comes down really, really far with no buttons, right? And then it like buttons at the very bottom. And I'm not gonna lie, I was wearing just this, right? But I had it like closed up, it covered everything mostly, but I was wearing just this. And I decided to like go to my front door and just peek out the front door to see if there were any packages. Because I wasn't thinking about the fact that it was Sunday. And in that time, fucking Charming darted out the door and is running down the apartment, like the hallway of the apartment. And I cannot walk out. Like, I don't have pants on. I am holding this shit shut physically and don't have pants on. And my cat is outside. And like I can't just let him go outside. So I have to like I may have flashed my fucking neighborhood today, dude. I don't know. It was so that was how my morning started. Uh she heard you and chose violence. She always does. Oh my god, yeah, my cats are a pain in the dick. I love them so bad. What a way to start the stream. Hi Cameron, welcome in. Good morning. Animals constantly want to embarrass us for real. For real. And then I think I like it timed perfectly because I got him and I was going back in the door just as somebody was coming down the stairs. Charming said no mother. I must be free. He's such a brat. My kitten figured out how to climb the baby gate, so I feel that. They're such brats. They're such brats. So I've been trying so I did my primer. I use a combination of usually I try to use concealer, but I might use a little bit of foundation. When I use foundation, I have this. I heard some weird things about this brand after I got this, so I'm not like saying that I support this brand or the decisions that they've made. I want to like clarify, but I still have the product. But it works. It's supposed to be like a really lightweight mineral foundation that like you're supposed to be able to sleep in. Like that's supposed to be its whole gimmick is it's like really thin and it's okay to sleep in. And I never sleep in it, but it's like euphoria. And if I do a little bit of foundation, I usually just do a couple dots of that, like, and then like blend out with my concealer. But I'm always worried of like using too much. So we'll just like I'm just gonna put a couple little dots of this where I know I'm not gonna do as much concealer. And then we're gonna try to not fuck up the hairline really bad here. But we probably will. Bro said doo doo. Period. And you know what? I think more people should say it. Poo poo pee pee, you know? Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Mr. Cat Purr got out once. My aunt was on the porch calling for him, and our neighbor was like, "Why are you calling for Mr. Pervert?" Mind your business. Mind your business, frankly. A bratty cat means they have good parents because they're too comfy. My cats are way too comfy. They're such brats. Isn't that right? No. Oh my god. If I get cat hair in my foundation, I'm gonna crash the hell out, okay? You hear me? Can you lay down, please? Your claws hurt. You're not real. You're not real. For once, I wish the camera were a little lower. I wish you could see her right now. I only wear foundation in specific places. I hate it on the center of my face. I really like Lancome double wear. Yeah, I wind up usually only putting like usually a couple here because like I'll spot touch up with my concealer, but I put a little bit of concealer under my eyes and then I usually just like spot touch. I put a little bit of concealer here. Can you not? Can you not? That's true. Well, I have more on now, Vithy, in fairness. Sorry, let me clarify. I'm not streaming, like, we're not inappropriate right now. But just by the amount, she's like a dark, really dark gray, but she has that energy, yeah. And you're such a monster, you know that? You're a horrible creature. You're awful. Oh no, you have to get out of my. She's awful. I love that thing. Where'd you get it? Which thing? The cat or the. Oh. The cat. She was actually a stray. She was a stray that I found outside and started befriending. And would you believe that this was a stray cat? This cat right now, who's like crying about staying in my arms and wants to be held like this, was a stray cat who would not let us anywhere near her at first. Who I had to spend like months learning to let me touch her and like get close to her. Power of love, baby. Mm-mm. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, but I've gotta put you down, baby. We're gonna sit here like, no, baby, I need my arms. Please? Please? Good, good girl. No, please. Ow. Okay. Okay, we're making it. Anyway, my cat does not like the butt slaps. Oh my god, my cats love butt slaps, especially her. This isn't really about Brig, just in general. Does one tricking ever want to make you switch? It does. It just get easier with every game. Even if you dominate, you don't get that mad. I think it does get easier. Like the more time you put into a character, the more confident you will feel. But I do think you can't casually one trick, right? Like it's not enough to just decide to one trick. You have to be thinking like specifically what your niche in this comp is, and focus on learning how to play into your counters. Like firstly, how to play into your counters. Um, how to play into your counters. That's too much. That's oh, I can't. It's like backwards, and I'm fucking up. Never mind. I'm never doing a makeup tutorial again. This is bullshit. You have to learn how to play into your counters. Like specifically when you run into something that's shutting you down, instead of thinking immediately knee jerk to like what can I swap to that will fix this, it's going how do I need to play differently, or like looking at every single composition, because you're not going well we have this so I'm gonna play this. You're saying I'm playing this. You have to look at your composition every single game and go, we have this as my other support, we have this as my tank. How do I need to play in order to provide the most value in this specific comp? Is that helpful? But I do think like the more you play, the more confident you'll get, and the easier it'll get. I can't. No. Oh, this is kind of hard. I'm so glad someone has a squeaky ass chair like me. Someone was making fun of me for it, but they offered to buy me a new chair to make it stop. So maybe I just need to milk it. I have some WD-40. I'm just like putting this in places at this point because I've already lost the plot. So yeah, I don't know. Just put some shit on your face. I'm using Juvia's Place concealer right now because I really like Juvia's Place. The only product I've ever tried by Juvia's Place that I didn't like was their lip liner. Their lip liner is just really, really soft and crumbles at the slightest bit of pressure. But I really like their concealer. I love their eyeshadow palette. Their eyeshadow palettes. And one of the black lipsticks I use, it fell on the floor, is from Juvia's Place as well. Anyway, just put some shit on your face. Anyway, I got some WD-40, but I don't know what to do with it. He does sleep on my legs, most nice to clingy. I'm not that. I will sit in your lap, Variety. He goes just at chest.
Man flesh.
I love clingy cats. I fear. Lynn, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. I low key think you look better without makeup. I like how I look without makeup. In fact, I find it. I enjoy my days off not wearing makeup and walking around real naked face, you know. But I also really love makeup, you know. I love doing it, not just like the way that it looks and the results afterwards, but it feels like a creative outlet, you know. It feels sorry, I just like threw my sponge. It feels like a creative outlet. It feels I like having agency and control over my appearance, you know? Like I like me looking baby face, you know? But I also like having some big ass eyeliner. I like being able to have a pink nose if I want it, you know? I like having that kind of agency over my appearance, and I like the creative aspect of it. It's very grounding. It's very focused. It feels like, what's the word I'm looking for? Hmm I don't know, not necessarily a ritual, but I like it. Mm, the way you said love made me think of this one TikTok that's like, I love this game. I don't remember how I said it. Do you trim your cat's nails periodically? Because I do, but my coworker doesn't. I thought everyone did. Um, one of okay, so Charming's nails I will trim. I don't trim Boo or Smokey's nails. I'm not sure if my mom does. They're technically her cats. Um, but I do trim Charming's nails. Olive will not let you. Olive will absolutely. Olive, you also cannot give Olive a bath. The first time we tried to give Olive a bath, she put my ex in the hospital. She sliced open his eyelid and he had to get like liquid stitches. Um, so Olive doesn't let you. She will absolutely flip a bitch. Yeah, makeup isn't always to cover up insecurity, and I hate that so many people don't get that. Yeah, it's not. I think that there are people who have an unhealthy relationship with makeup, but I think a lot of people are also just really shitty about makeup. And it's not about insecurity. It's not about wanting to change how you look. It's not about putting on a different face for people. It's about like having that power over your own appearance, having that agency, that self actualization, and looking how you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to look like I think I always love the argument when people are like, oh, guys don't like that. All that dark lipstick, all that eyeliner and that makeup. Guys don't like that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I like it. I feel sick as hell when I've got really big, like, winged eyeliner. And it's just not about that. Mm-mm. Have you tried the Terre Cushion Foundation? I have not. I'm not familiar with that brand either. Mm-mm. Makeup is where routine and creativity meet its level. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, it's like ritual, like the idea of ritual, and I think ritual tends to have like a magical connotation to it, but like the idea of ritual in a repetitive, grounding, familiar, expressive action, like that level of ritual, makeup feels that way to me. And I love just being creative. I and like also, I'm not trying to look natural. When I put on black lipstick and big winged eyeliner and I make my nose pink, I'm not trying to convince you that I look like that. I'm not trying to look natural. I'm trying to look sick as hell. And if you look at me with black lipstick and big eyeliner and a pink nose, and then you see me like this and you're confused, we got to get you on some object permanence stat. You are like 20 years too late for developing object permanence. Anyway. Bro's not natty. Not natty, I fear. The more I think about art and using it to different looks based on whatever you want is kind of a cool concept. Yeah, I'm so lazy too. I have so many makeup looks that I save on TikTok especially that then I wind up never actually doing. Is that playing out loud right now? No, it's not. That I wind up never doing. That I'm like, oh, I saved this because like I wanna try doing my makeup like that. My favorites are also full of Poppy War stuff, so that when Shaz finishes the Poppy War, I can send. So ignore these. Like, oh my god, this one, this
Manflesh.
kind of clown makeup. Obsessed. Honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with them in general, like their expressions. I don't know if it's playing with audio right now, but Smoffs, is it Smoffs? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Face Off. Oh my god, yes! I used to watch Face Off when I was a teenager. I loved Face Off. Hi, Bean. Welcome in. I don't appreciate you fooling me into thinking you had hair when in reality you just have a pink thing on top of your head. Now I know who you really are. Fucking nerd. Fucking nerd. Get tricked. Get bamboozled. Ha! Nerd. Has been coming through a lot of these comments because no, it absolutely comes through, beloved. No stress. Well, you follow me now. Better late than never, right? I watch your TikTok every day. Thanks. I appreciate it. No offense, but your makeup look reminds me of that one look everyone had in the pandemic. Right. Right. Where's more makeup? Where's more makeup? These are all things that like Poppy wore stuff that I can't wait to use to hurt.
What do you think?
I love this makeup, but I also just like love this filter. But the softness of this all is so pretty. Oh, I don't have a TikTok command, do I? You got a TikTok? Hell yeah, I got a TikTok, baby. It's almost poetic. I can. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Come, let's mix with Rockefellers. Walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Does that work? Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Don't care about looking weird. Just like do it. Just be expressive. This makeup too. I really like how she does her blush. I've been playing around with blush here recently, but and like her eye makeup. I don't know what the audio is. Maybe I shouldn't be playing these because I don't remember what the audio is and I don't have my headset on. Anyway. Different makeup looks. Yeah, now we're getting into some sick makeup looks. Let's mix with Rockefellers. Walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. James is playing Brig. That's big for us. I want to put you in drag so bad. Please do. I've always wanted to do drag, dude. I've always wanted to do drag makeup, but I've also always wanted to do like drag king makeup, you know? Just got back from seeing the new Superman with my sons and I only cried twice and embarrassed them a little. It's tremendous. Love. Love. I found it on the account of your crying little goblin PFP. I do love my crying little goblin PFP. I think she's really cute. I want to make her into a little PNG tuber. I think that would be really cute, but James just got so much hotter. Ugh. You tell him. Tower 28 blush for the first time and it's top tier, lasts all day and blends so well. What I've been using, I didn't used to really do blush, but I really like this for the lip tint and the cheek tint. I've been using the Benny tint, this stuff. And I really like her. I don't know that I'm using her right for blush though. So like if I'm not, we're going to make fun of me. If I'm going to send you a quick DM, do you prefer here on Twitch or like Discord? This either not on Twitch. I think I have my whispers turned off on Twitch, Vithy. But if you want to DM me on TikTok or on Discord, that's fine. Oh, drag king when you would devour. Oh my god, I think I'd be too powerful with a mustache. Like a little mustache. I think I'd be too powerful, frankly. So now we're gonna do the part of my makeup that I'm the least confident about, and that I'm always changing how I do. So bear with me on that. We got Brig and Life We Remains. We need a streamer who mains Iari, and I'll step up if no one does. Chosen is an Iari main. Do you know Chosen? He does less silly content. Like I know that some people like his content's a little bit different than like James and I's because I know that we lean a little more silly and he does like a little more like serious content. But Chosen Overwatch is another content creator and he is an Iari main. You need a mustache and a cowboy head. So this is contour is the part where I get the most nervous, where I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I used to really like doing like a really strong contour because I like to try to like make my face look almost a little more animal line. Like I wanted it to look a little uncanny. Now I do it a little bit softer. And I usually just try to go in. I have this stuff, but I don't know. I don't really know if I like this stuff. And I try to go in and I do a little bit like just kind of like a hint here at a higher angle. And then blend it out. And then I always like to put like a touch underneath my chin. And then I have a brush that I use some powder on to like kind of smooth it out. I don't know. We'll see. I'll show you. Piglet, thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate it. I love Benny Tint, and the idea of it originally being used on nipples makes me love it more. It was originally used on nipples? No, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. That's incredible. Wasn't Chosen a Moira main? Guess he switched or something. As long as I've known him, he's been an Iari main. His cat is named Pylon and everything. All right, I'm gonna try to do this backwards in the camera, and it's gonna work out.
Flesh.
It's gonna Oh no. We're gonna run with it. Hi Zach, thank you for the follow.
Mothman.
We can fix this. We can fix this. Oh no. Okay, we can. It's fine. No, stop. Go at a sharper angle, please, Poe. Ah, that was a little better. This is awful. I used to just play Flex support before Yari came out. Now him and Yari are married. Let's mix. Gutter, thank you for the 9 months. Can you believe? Can you believe? All right, we're gonna just blend that out and we're gonna hope for the best. And I'm really gonna like try to use my sponge here to like. Ooh, we're gonna really add some shape. I'm bad at this. Shape to this. Happy 9 months, Gutter. Hope the labor treats you well and goes by quickly. Yeah, blending fixes everything. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we're just gonna blend, and then I've got finishing powder, and then I'll cheat with my finishing powder, and I'll help smooth it out a little bit with finishing powder too. And so we just gotta blend. We just gotta beat the fuck out of our face. And then like I'm gonna blend the blush into it too, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be. Oh. Would you say Zarya? Who would you say is the Zarya main of streamers, Harblu or Super, since they're both amazing at her? I don't know. I don't suppose it's a competition either. But I'm also not super familiar with either of those streamers. Mm-mm. Once I get top 500, I could probably challenge Frogger since Lucio is my support main. You need to back off. Beefing with Frogger is my bit. Go get your own bit. I'm beefing with Frogger.
Man flesh.
Godspeed, Godspeed. He was saying he put out an active call for people for Lucio players to challenge him. Outer Space Kid, thank you for the follow. Come in. Taking a break from staining a deck in 90-degree heat to lurk and chat. Jeez. Frog meat is not called beef, Poe. It is with the right attitude. I don't think that. He did ask someone to 1v1 him, yeah. Starfighter. Never thought I'd say the sentence. Never. Time for a sentence I never thought I would say. I would like a baby. I'll give you a baby. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. One baby coming right up. Direct, express delivered to your womb. That was maybe too far. VIP Starfighter. Enjoy your pretty pink diamond. Unable to add VIP. Why? It doesn't say limit lip. It doesn't say limit reached. Did I just spell it wrong? 0717. There we go. Enjoy your pretty pink diamond. And don't expect child support. Who's the least main support in your Twitch circle, Poe? Probably Iari. Iari Lucio. I think well, no, I guess Phoenix and Phoenix. I'll play Lucio occasionally. Phoenix plays Lucio occasionally. So probably Iari. Bap. None of us ever play Bap either. I think I've seen Senna play Bap before. Iari's definitely up there. Well, I've seen Reddy play Iari. It might be Bap because Reddy plays a whole lot of. It might be Iari. At work with the AC on. Gotta show up. Thanks, Gutter. I appreciate it. I'm shocked Phoenix doesn't play Iari. Why for? Why for? Come, let's mix with Rockefellers. Rock with sticks. Or see, that's so much more reasonable. It's like it's not clean. It's not clean, but we can, to the salon. And then we cut that a little bit there. Okay. Whatever, that's good enough. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of a darker powder on this brush, and I'm just gonna pack it in there a little bit to try to smooth it out. I didn't ask you. Nobody asked you. My mind, Iari and Ana playing similar in terms of DPSing, but Iari is just more flanky. Yeah. I think, you know, Phoenix also just loves Anna. Bap and Kiri first in line to get banished. Oh shit, we meowing. Not to brag or anything, but I can hit a pretty gnarly meow. No, that was my moment. I was meowing. She's such a diva. She's such a diva. Love the new setup, by the way. Glad you can get that natural light for once. Thank you. I'm really happy with the new setup. It's nice to have an actual room too, because before in my old place, I won't lie, I didn't really have a room. My room was just big enough for my setup. So my setup was my whole room. I didn't have a bed in there or nothing. So it's really cool to like actually have some space now. Gnarly. Imagine if you named her Hana or Diva. That would be cute. If you guys were gonna name a pet as an Overwatch reference, what would you name them? Beds are big. Beds are big, and they take up a lot of space. What is this bot talking about? Our girth and our pink. It's a command that randomizes. It's like a number generator for how pink you are today. That's gonna be good enough. That's gonna be good enough for now. We can fix that. We can fix that. Let's mix with Rockefellers, rock with sticks, or umbrellas in their midst. You gotta trust the process. I had a rat I owned named Jameson Fox, but I just called him Fox. That's so cute. My llama Hasselbach. I just saw the trailer for Together. Together? I would name my pet Can We Swap Lifeweaver? I'm telling James he said that. I'm telling James right fucking now, Vithy. I don't know if you know who James is, but I'm fucking telling. I'm naming my gerbil Payload when I get one. Is this a bit, Xander? Are you getting a gerbil? You have not talked to me about getting a gerbil. I genuinely don't know if this is a bit or not. It's like when Phoenix messaged me, the first time Phoenix ever brought up Wingworm, Phoenix messaged me and said something about like, I have ringworm, and I had to genuinely be like, Phoenix, I don't know if this is a bit or not, and I'm about to respond really like, I don't know whether to respond like empathetically here or to run with the bit. I genuinely need clarification on if the ringworm is a bit. And then they gave me no clarification on whether it was a bit or not. So I just continued to joke about it. So RIP if Phoenix actually does have ringworm, fucking nerd. Hi, Muggler. Welcome in, love. Juno is a pretty name. Is James aggressive? James is mean. James is aggressive. He's mean. He's really, really tight. He's like 6'7" and a bodybuilder, dude. You would not want to piss him off. He's also the rank 1 Lifeweaver in the world, so. Especially in a small room. Trust. Mako if it's a boy, Angela if it's a girl. Thank you for the alert, Danger. I appreciate it. Hamsters scare me as someone whose sister's hamster ate its brother. Hamsters and their constant desire to off themselves freaks me out. No, I was lying. I was lying about James. That was all a lie. Hold on. Let's see what James is doing.
Bad stream games a few days
I can't
ago,
hear him.
and I had my last game was Circuit, and I had Lifeweaver banned, and I ended stream after that. I ended stream about that. I was like, I think that was my final straw. That was my final straw. You know what? I'm gonna do, chat? Hold on. I'm gonna take a hit of this pen, and I'm gonna lock the fuck in.
I love him so bad. I was really hoping he'd be in the middle of like a team fight or something, so you get to hear him screeching. No, that's the wrong tab. That's the wrong tab. This is the tab that I'm looking for. You and James in a small room. Poor tanks. R.I.P. Had a fatty silver tabby named Reinhardt. That's so cute. It's a Goopacheri. Thank you for the follow. Welcome and correct me if I said that wrong. Oh man, I already pissed myself. How do I unpiss myself? Get to work. Start slurping. All right, so now we're gonna do the blush. I've been playing around. I didn't used to do blush in my makeup, but I've been playing around with it. I really kind of like it. Honestly, I want to play with more. I like when people do the blush and it's just like right here. But what I've been doing recently is kind of just like blending it all over like right here on my cheekbone and then trying to bring it down into my contour. I've got this shit, the Benny tint, which apparently was for nipples originally. I didn't know that. I really actually no, that's the wrong decision. Never mind. I think Mitzi would be a really fun name for a cat too, but that's my bias showing. And I don't know if this is the way that you use this on your as blush, but this is the way that I use it. What foundation do you use, Poe? I tend to try to use concealer more than foundation and like just blend it out. But Euphoria is the foundation. And then Juvia's Place is the concealer. All right, bye. Oh my god, I can like sit in my full chair now. She's not taking up half of it. Come, let's mix with Rockefellers, walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Next cat I have is named Hemoglobin. That's such a good name. I'm gonna call it Goblin. So what I do, and again, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to use it. This is how I've been using it. So I've just like been coming up here and trying to like really add it there and bring it down towards my eye. Right? For nipples, who puts blush on nipples? I don't know. Like now I'm fascinated. Like blush on nipples is a gorgeous idea, I think. Not anything I had ever considered. It's like rouging your knees. That used to be a thing. I can't tell if that's like even. Like I like it to come in towards my eye and just like up on my temple, you know? And then we'll just like do that. And now it looks like I have something wrong with me. And I let it sit for a second. A friend has a cat named Goblin, and it's so accurate for the cat. She steals every sparkly thing she can as a tortie. Charming used to steal my earrings all the time, and it was a problem. Adenine is a really good name to Addie. I'd get carried away with blush on my nipples, and then it'd look like I have a no, I want to go this side first. I started on this side. All right, and then I'm just gonna try to blend this out. I have a different sponge that I use specifically for this. Girl, did I let it sit too long? Sagwa! Yo, I remember Sagwa. Hell yeah, I remember Sagwa. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Sagwa. Well, that blended out a little bit better. This is not going well with this blush, dude. Do you wet your beauty blenders? Yeah, I sure do. Are you not supposed to? It's not blending. I feel like it always performs better if they're wet first. Yeah, I always wet mine down. I don't know why. I'm doing this the same way I always do it. Right? Like the other side. And this is the way I always do it. I'd love a cat named Sagwa. Sagwa is also just like a fun name to say, I think. Like it has a fun mouth feel. But you always you gotta practice, you know? Whatever you're gonna name your pet, you gotta imagine being mad and like saying that name when you're really, really mad. I don't know, because like if you name your cat like Princess Fuzzlebutt Coochie Face, you know, can you say that with like when they piss you off? Can you say that name with a straight face? Can you keep your ire, or are they gonna get away with everything? No, because mold can grow in it if you wet it, girl. You're supposed to clean them, beloved. You wet it and then you clean it. Pretty frequently. I clean mine like once a week, generally. I don't know if that's frequent or not, but you're supposed to let them dry out and then clean them and stuff. I don't know if they're supposed to be permanently, like, why? I put my beauty blender in the freezer. I don't have that. The way I really thought that you were being serious right there. I was like, what? I don't know this one. I use Real Technical ones from Walmart and they're like $5, not bad to replace. Yeah, I also like don't hesitate to like replace my blenders when I've washed them a few too many times. Because they don't blend if they're dry. Probably wake you up in the morning. I have like one of those roly face things that I put in the freezer because it feels really, really good. I don't know if it actually does anything for your skin. It's supposed to be good for your lymphatic system or whatever. But now what have we done to my face? What did that looks like a skin condition. That looks like a skin condition. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. I would never mind that. Okay, we just commit. We commit. Come on, we can work with it. I can work with this actually. You know what we do? Hold on. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Sagwa. It's like the jade rollers, except this one, the one that I have is rose quartz. Now, you might be going, Poe, it's already too pink. It's too much. Why are we adding some powdered pink? And I would say, please trust. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys asked for this. I've avoided doing one of these for so long, and you guys kept asking for this. This is what you want. I'm gonna do this and try to like smooth it in, and then I'm gonna go in with my setting powder and I'm gonna try to blend it out a little bit and tone it down a bit with that. But I think I have to. God forbid a girl have a little too much pink. Let me. Oops. That's better. Is that better? There we go. Poe, do you prefer SpaghettiOs in the can uncooked or warmed up in the microwave? I love most. I'm a gremlin. I'll eat most things straight out of the microwave. But is this a safe space? Can I be vulnerable for a second? I don't really like SpaghettiOs. There's something weird about them. 92 inches wide? That's gotta be illegal. Do you have a carry permit for that? Anyway, so now here's the plan. And it's gonna help. Or we wear our hair very down today and we cover it. You can still see it. Like, it's not. We're taking off the left-handed people and putting them in the lake. Well, it's about time. Never mind. Maybe makeup is stupid. Maybe this is stupid. And maybe it is pointless and like who even just do some circles. Can we do some circles? And then we'll bring it. It's gonna be so. It's yeah. It's sometimes like it's just that's what it is. SpaghettiOs. You eat raw corn, hun? That's not the only thing raw. Hi, Captain. Welcome in. You didn't miss e-girl class, but I am fucking up my blush, Captain. I know. I really like admire and look up to your blush and the way that you do your blush. Could you give me some advice right now? Like, I'm really struggling to get this side under control. Why is there commands for those two things? I don't remember how they came apart, but my mom came about. But the pink one has become my own form of like divination for like figuring out how if I'm gonna have a good day today or not. I check my pink and I see how that goes. And they like to beef about it. I've come in to say hi and tell you that James says hi. Mwah! Hi, Mama. Welcome in. Give James a kiss from me. Tell him I said hi back. I hope you're having a good day. I was lurking on his channel. Hi, Pod. Hi, Bud. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Beloved, how are you? Wait, can you face the camera straight on? Why? Put setting power to tone it down. That's what I've been trying to do right now. That's what I'm... Oh, I guess I didn't show off the product. I'm using the Morph Banana. Morph Banana setting powder. I think it's definitely better. It's better. It's usable. It's better. There is one. It's like witch pink or something, and it'll give you an exact code. I noticed James' quote today. What quote? It didn't do it for me. There's a cooldown, so if somebody else does it, you have to wait like 15, 30 seconds before it'll let you do it again because Nightbot is stupid and hates us. Wait, is that your left? This is my left. This is my left. This is my right. But for y'all, that's not true. Someone left-handed muted Juno's stream, and who would do that? And who would do that? Is the stream just muted for me? There we go, there we go. Off the subject, but is there a Soldier 76 based content creator or Soldier centric CC? I can't think of a not one that I know. But also I'm not as I feel like I'm not as social. I'm picky. No, I'm just not social. I don't know. Anyway, where are we at now that we've had a crisis about the blush? That's just where our blush is going to be right now because like I can't be like look how much smoother that side went on. I can't be ours to keep fighting with that. I do this. No, I'm going to keep fighting with it actually. I'm sorry. It's going to drive me crazy. I think it looks a lot better. I think it does look a lot better. But I think like I feel like it's got to be able to I'm doing this all back. It's never mind. I'm done touching it. Never mind. I'm done touching it. We're done. Anyway, when I do the pink on my nose, anytime I'm using pink, I use the Juvia's Place. I'm really embarrassed to show this because I like test my eyeshadow on the front of it because it's old. But or my eyeliner. The Juvia's Place palettes are always so good. So good. Hi Hunter, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, we are. It's been crazy, but we're doing it. I see me a niche. That's what I'm saying, Danger. But when I do the pink on my nose, I usually just like I try to do it like right like just this space right here. So like I start here and I like tap 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 and I bring it just kind of like around. But I like it to give a little bit more of an animal look to it. Hi Saul, thank you for the biddies. So when I do a little bit of pink, that's what she winds up looking like. And that's actually a little bit probably darker pink than I usually do, but then I super blend. I only have Juvia palettes, but yes, I love Juvia's palettes. They're so pretty. They work so well. The art on them, so lovely. They actually, the only thing is they discontinued this palette. This palette is really messy. I've had it for a long time, okay? But they discontinued this palette. They have a different pink palette now. So I'm really disappointed when this palette goes away. I'm going to be done with, I'm not going to be able to get it again. Anyway, then something else that I like to do is I really love to take a little more pink and like subtly, I like to like start at the inner corner of my brow. Doing this backwards is so hard. At my brow and like come down into like this slope of my nose, you know, and add a little bit of that pink there. I'm going to try to do it here without and like blend it into my eyebrow, the arch of my eyebrow. We can fix our eyebrow in just a minute. My eyebrows also really need done, so they're kind of messy anyway. So and just add a little bit more pink there. Companies love to discontinue my favorite products. I know that's right. Oh my god, Tree Hut. Tree Hut. I just got a scrub from Tree Hut, and it's my favorite fucking scent ever. Oh my god, I've never had it before. It was so good. It was so good. It smells. I still have it. It smells really, really good. They're discontinued. Like it was a special one. They didn't make a lotion for it. They didn't make a body wash for it. They're not going to continue producing it. Ulta doesn't carry it anymore. Bullshit. Stop introducing products that I love and then taking them away. Anyway, it's called Flower Milk. If you do see it, it smells fucking incredible. Anyway. Favorite comfy wear clothes. I hate that. Just did my makeup like an hour ago? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I really like doing my makeup. We were just talking about that. I'm so blind. I just seen the kitty. Yeah, that's kind of become her like her usual haunt. She kind of always hangs out there. Huda Beauty pink setting powder, like internal orgasm from that product is so good. Internal orgasm? We made a jump. I don't know. We made a jump that I didn't follow. How I had to redo a video because Hans Zimmer is a punk ass bitch. Now what? Come again? Shower flower milk in stock at Ulta. My Ulta doesn't have it, and when I like my Ulta doesn't have it, and online it doesn't show them carrying it. And wait, did you say shower flower milk? Shower flower. The one that I have is a scrub, but I tried looking it up because it smells so good. I wanted the body wash or the lotion version of it, and I couldn't find anything. Well, I got it at my Ulta and it was like on sale, and I should have known if it was like on sale with clearance and stuff. Like that it was something they were getting rid of. So I'm gonna try to blend this into this side, but I'm really, really struggling to do this backwards. I promise I don't always hold my brushes like this. I'm just weird and can't manage to figure out doing this backwards without. That's not right. And then we'll try to do a little bit more of this. She's lying. That's how I hold them. And what if I did? And what if I did? I'm so proud, dude. I've been trying to break the habit of biting my nails, and I've been like really, really focusing on growing them out. And they've gotten so long. I need to paint them. That's a little better. And we can just blend it a little bit. Well, it's a little darker than I think I usually do it, but she works. Where did you disappear to yesterday? You poofed out of Phoenix's stream. Oh, my internet stopped working. I was like my internet crashed, and then I was like having trouble getting to come back on. And then by the time I got it back on, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna rejoin, and then I was like so frustrated. And I didn't think Phoenix was gonna go much longer, so I didn't hop back in. Do you use an eyelash curler? I don't. That's one of those things that I see everybody use that I've never used. But I feel like I should. In the past I've used fake lashes, and I put some of the fake lashes that I used to use on my throne, and someone bought them, so I might use them again in the future. My only thing, I really love the way fake lashes look, but I find them far more overwhelming. Like the texture of like feeling them there, I can hyperfixate on very easily and like really feel it like it stresses me out sometimes, but I love the way they look, so I'll do it anyway. But no, I usually just put on some mascara. I just know fake lashes would piss me off so much. They're frustrating. I love the way they look though. Eyelash curlers are low-key painful, but they help a lot. Ooh, that would be really maybe I'll get them. I feel like everybody else I always see using them. I've always wanted colored contacts, Avi. I really want a pair of pink ones and a pair of like the all black ones. Like, you know, when people get contacts all black, look, and it makes their whole eye like this. I want some of that shit. I want to look like that. Anyway. Could be big for us. I love the sets of like manga lashes. Yeah, like what is it called? There's a word for it. Those are kind of the ones I get. I used to get. I just see the flower milk scrub at Ulta in stock. It says it's a collab with Ulta. My Ulta doesn't have it in stock. At least not my local one. But if I can order it off the line, I'd be thrilled. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Sagwa. Oh, you can order it. I can order it. I can order it. I really want them to, like, I'm about to buy like 10 fucking jars of this shit just because I really, really, really want them to put out, like, I thought maybe it was a special thing that was going away because mine didn't have it anymore and it was on clearance. But I want them to put out like a lotion or a body wash for this shit because this shit right here, this flower milk, it smells so good. I didn't know butterfly pea flower. This pea smells incredible. I could sniff that pea all day. Pistachio, even these are just words. I really think, I truly, truly, I think that those are just words. But you know, anyway, where were we? Sagwa, you're my best friend. Sagwa. I keep ripping my lashes out trying to use the curler. I've never used a curler. I had somebody use a curler on me once when I was in theater. But I only remember that because like I'd never used one before and there was no like she didn't warn me that she was gonna do that. She just like started coming at my eye with one and it like really scared me. Yeah, that's what you the acidity. It changes color. Butterfly pea power. People, my mom used it one time to make like a mango sticky rice, and it was really good. Anyway, I think I prefer contacts over glasses. I like. I don't wear contacts. I don't like contacts. I feel like I would aesthetically wear contacts, but only like for fun. With my glasses, I just wind up not wearing my glasses. Unless I go out. Most of the time, if I go out, I'll put them on because I'm nearsighted. So like when I'm in my house, it's not so bad because nothing is like too far away really to see or like I can squint or get closer. Whereas going out, I tend to get a little bit more frustrated when I don't wear my glasses. Anytime. Anyway, I need to go to Lush for a body scrub, but I live in medieval England and the shop's closed. I've been made such a believer of Lush. Oh my god. Lush is incredible. Just I have to do something at all times. Yeah, that's crazy. That's yeah, mine are not that bad. Do you do cluster lashes ever? I have never done them, but I see everybody talk about how great they are. I've only ever done strip lashes, and I feel like those are a fight. And so I wonder if I would just be too incompetent for cluster lashes. By the way, my tentative plan is when we finish, which who knows when that'll be. When we finish, I'm gonna go live on I'm gonna take stream down for like just a second and then go live on TikTok because I'm not live on TikTok right now, and I can't go live on TikTok without taking stream down for just a second. So my plan is once we finish yapping and stuff, and we're actually ready to play, I'm just gonna take stream down for like a split second, and then go back live again so that I can dual stream. Has been the Snow Flurry glitter spray. I haven't tried that. I was made somebody for my birthday got me like a special pack from Lush of all kinds of Lush products, and that was the first time I'd ever had like any Lush products, and I kind of thought like it was all hype, and then like every single one of those products was incredible and was like so good. Oh, I didn't do that. Was so good. And one soap in particular, there was a soap called Therapy that like, oh my god, did that shit make my skin like baby smooth. Oh, it felt so it was like so moisturizing and like soft. So this what I'm doing now is I mentioned I like to do just like a little bit more of that contour. No, you're not getting up here right like that. Under my jaw. Especially like with streamlights, you know, I think dimension gets lost and so hey, stop it. Stop it. No, this is why you're not allowed up here. You come up here and you immediately start chewing that fuck ass cord. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Come here. I love you so much. I lost my train of thought. Anyway. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Lush employees, my beloved. Oh my god, the one time I went into a Lush in person, the employees were so nice, dude. Is the cat orange? No, this one's gray. That emote of the cat screaming is supposed to be her. All right, are we ready? Am I ready for eyeliner? I think I'm ready for eyeliner. That's gonna be the hardest part to do on like this. The tattoo is stunning. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I love my throat tattoo. What? Yeah? All right, she needs some attention. Let me pet her for a second. Eyeliner, my favorite part. In fact, here, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if I could find mm, which one of these would be good to use? I suppose this is good enough. Copy image. And then we're gonna go to paint. Then I'm gonna move y'all over here for just a second. You're gonna go on that monitor. Bam. I don't know how well this is gonna work. You guys see that? No, I need to move it a little bit. When did you get the tattoo? I got my throat tattoo in January. Grabbing chat window and shaking it. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to show because I have hooded eyes, so I do my eyeliner kind of funky. And I used to do very much like I'd start here and I'd come out and I'd connect it up here and I'd wind up doing a bat wing, which winds up looking like this in practice on your eye, kind of like the Nike swoop. And now I do it a little bit differently. No, so there. So now I've gone a little bit more towards the puppy liner look. Really rattle around that brain cell. Oh yeah. So that's kind of how I used to, and I still like it that way, but I've started doing it a little bit more puppy liner. So what I'll do is I'll start like here on my bottom lash, right? Lash line, and come out with the line at the angle that I want. I've played with like more or less downturned, with doing it more or less downturned, but I, try to get that straight, right? And I bring it out from there, and then I connect it in, right? And I come up just past wherever my hood is, so that where you can stop seeing it, so it looks good from the outside. And then when I come on the inside, I'm gonna come up and just connect it straight into that. So instead of it doing like the swoop of coming down into it, like that, well, that's bad, but it'll look a little bit more like that. Does that make sense? Like it'll fade into it a little bit more. I don't know if that explains, but I'm gonna try to like visually show y'all as well. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Sagwa. All right, and let me set up my iPad here because I'm gonna need to look there to do it because I can't do it in the camera backwards. All right, so the eyeliner that I use, I really like. It's super cheap. It's super cheap. It is not like an expensive liner, but the Epic NYX Epic Ink, I love it. It's got like a brush. It's like a brush tip marker type gel eyeliner, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on this side. I'm gonna start on my lower lash and I'm gonna come out. And so I've got to lean down to look at my iPad to do it, but I'll stop and show you guys what I'm doing like as I go. So. I've already fucked up. That's okay. Yeah, that's a good start. So, like that. No, it's a brush tip. It's a brush tip. And then I'm gonna come down to I'm gonna come to the end and I'm gonna connect it back up. This is so hard to do like this. It's a little chunky. A little chunky, but we can define her a little bit. So now it looks like that, right? So then I'm gonna come in and do my inner line and just connect it up to the height on that. I think the low type, yeah, I think it does too. Like the Nike swoop kind of thing I did for years. But I do think that this is like a little more complimentary to my eye. But so then it looks like that. We give that a moment to dry because, again, hooded eyes, if I open my eye right now, it'll probably smudge everywhere. Give it just a second to dry. All I heard was tip. That's more coffee in my lap. My hands are never steady enough for brush tip. I really struggle with that because my hands are really shaky as well. But, and when I open my eye, then it's going to look like that, right? And it smooths. It's a lot smoother. Okay. And then we just fill it in a little bit. Voila. And, it's not quite finished, but that's how I do it. And then when I open my eye, instead of seeing the bat wing, it goes into it a little bit smoother. And then I'll do the same thing on the other eye. City calls back to work. Godspeed, Pud. Hope work treats you well and goes by quickly. Thanks for popping in, babe. Thank you guys. But Red Bull and eyeliner are not my friends. I struggle anyway. Bless your heart. When it starts running out, it feels yucky to rub against my skin. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Like this, you can definitely tell when this is getting old. Like the texture gets really bad. The texture, not a huge fan of. Do you do an inner corner too? I do an inner corner too. But I've started doing like a highlight under my eye, so I'll wait and do the highlight under my eye and then go over it with the brush to do the inner corner. I struggle with the inner corner because like I think my hood is especially like it gets fucky with my hood in the inner corner, so trying to get it, but I'll show you how I do it. So I'm gonna do my other eye real quick. Hmm. We need a skincare routine next. I walked through. Hold on. Oh, I messed up that wing a little bit. She's gonna be a little fucky, but that's okay because she's on that side of my face, and you guys don't look at her much anyway. I walked through a little bit of what I used at the beginning of stream. But I will say Cinnabum, my friend, she's also a streamer. She is really knowledgeable for that. She taught me everything I know, and everything that I've been doing with my skin recently, I got from her specifically. Mm-mm. I tried to do highlight in an inner corner, but then that's when I fuck up, so I have to either or. I'll show you how I do it. I don't know if it'll be helpful, but mm-mm. Micellar water and spraying to Lilith. Mm-mm. All right. And then I'm just gonna finish this eye up. I will say this is the eye. This eye I struggle with a little bit more. My eyes are not hooded the same. They're a bit asymmetrical and they're a bit fucky. I already fucked that up a little bit. And so I struggle more with doing this eye than I do doing the other one, but Let that dry for a second. First game on today, and I got thrown into an already practically over game. Good start to Overwatch, thanks. Good comms. My skin's been so bad, I've tried everything. I just tend to tap some eyeshadow into my corner. I try to do it like on my under eye coming into like where the black comes down over the bottom part of my lid. I try to like meet it with that highlighter. I'll show you what I mean here in just a sec. And I do put eyeliner in my waterline. I'm here for a hot time, not a long time. Something's not quite right, and I can't tell what it is. If I do that. Sagwa, you're my best friend. Oh. The tape trick with eyeliner? I have not. I feel like I'm always worried just with like hooded eyes. I find something that works and I just stick to that. Anyway. So then what I'll do with the highlighter is I'll put a little bit of this on my finger, and this is, I don't know, from ColourPop, the Hocus Pocus palette. It's my mom's. It was my mom's before I kind of commandeered it. And I use that. It's called 17th Century, right? I'm allergic now, make some food. Hell yeah, thank you, huh? Thanks for hanging out. Lots of love, babe. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good stream. I'm gonna come to my inner eye, and I just touch myself in the eyeball and try not to cry. I'm gonna try to do that and like blend it into the eyeshadow a little bit. It's hot as fuck outside in Colorado right now. God damn. But no humidity, baby. No humidity. And that makes all the difference in the world. And see, like, I cover a little bit of the black there, but don't worry. Don't worry. You have to trust me. Bear with me. I have a solution to that. And then I like to take it and, like, just blend it up into the corner a little bit here, too. You know, bring it down. One time I did my makeup and I brought the highlighter down kind of like this. And I was thinking of, like, a little bit like those cat noses and how they have, like, they've got like that brightness, like, you know, and it looked really, really good. And then I tried to do it again one time and I've never been able to get it as good as the first time I did it, so I don't do that as much. I don't do that, but I do like to bring it down just a little bit. And then this eye, blend it up. Oh my god, look at the tendons in my hand there. My hand was looking weird. Can I do like one of those hand picks? Willowa. Any Willowa in chat? Anyway. Sorry, I just be saying shit. I brought some reusable little microfabric discs that I use with micellar water for getting shit off. There you wash them. I just used the little cotton pads. I didn't know they make like reusable versions. Lifting these motherfucking Sam's Club 7 dining sets into trucks. Ugh. Yeah, it sounds awful. But at least it's not super humid. At least we're in Colorado, so it's not super humid. Anyway, and then I just blend it up a little bit like that. I also like to take a little bit of this stuff and just put it like right on the top of like just a dot right on the top of my nose there. Blend that around like that, and then in the center of my nose where I did the pink, just do a little bit of that and then blend it out. That's how I do that. And if I don't like how this is like blending in, I'll take a little bit of black on a brush and just like blend it into the silver a little bit more. There, that is like, I've already got a little bit on this brush, so. Right. And then, I forgot about this. Mississippi has a sauna right now. I just want to jump off a pier. I did not miss that. Bless your heart. And then if you see, recently I've been doing the little like bringing it down and having a little point that comes off of my eyeliner. When I do that, I literally just like start here and I try to come down and bring it into, hold on. Let's pull back our drawing back up here. So I try to like start here and do it in a big curve, right? Like that. That is the shape that I'm going for. Not like, ooh, not like a firm spike, you know, but with like curving back up into the shape of it. Does that make sense? So that's what we're going to try to do here real quick. Like a little funnel. Yes, yes. So
Mothman.
like that. Tarzan, welcome in. Thank you for the 7 months, Captain. How are you? Got in trouble recently for a TikTok post at my job. Unreal. Like, were you posting at your job or just they don't like that you were posting at all? We're just gonna accept her for what she is. I'm not fighting with that side anymore. That's as good as it's gonna get for right now because doing this is backwards is a little bit of both, admittedly. Ooh. Didn't reflect poorly on the company. Oh, and then what I like to do is I have this like flat brush a little bit. And I get some of that bright pink. And I like to like line my eyeliner with it. Like I go just under the eyeliner with that pink and like I'll show you what I mean. Like that. I did a silly little post with forklifts and pallet jacks. They deemed it unsafe. Uh, that's no fun. I can see that though. They've got to cover their ass a little bit, you know. And then I'm gonna do the other side real quick. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna do it really bright directly under the eyeshadow. And then when I skip the little spike, I'm just trying to like blend it out a little bit more, like that. That. Like how far that's coming down. Bam! And here we are. And here we are. And I feel like I always feel better about my makeup when I put my eyeliner on. Like my eyeliner, but up until my eyeliner, I'm always like, this is not, we're not. And then I get to eyeliner and I feel much better. Chaotic. Oh my god, that was so witty. Oh my god, we're all laughing right now. Shout out. Thank you for the 6 months, beloved. How are you? Year-old post? Oh yeah, no, never mind. That's fucking crazy. That's someone looking. bring in the pink to the eyeliner. Like, yeah, it makes me really happy. It's a small thing, but I think it makes a difference. In fact, I think I'm gonna blend that out just a little bit more. Here, hold on. I'm here sporadically. I appreciate it. Chaotic. It is always a pleasure, never an obligation. You know the drill. Super duper. Come, let's mix with Rockefellers. Walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Anyway. So where are we at now? Where are we at now? Inner corner. What did it do with her? Do we do black lipstick or do we do black lipstick today, y'all? What do we think? For my inner corner, I'm gonna try to like connect it up here and then bring it down at an angle. Sort of. Let me pull up my little diagram we've been using. Let's mix with Rockefellers, rock with sticks, so rumba. So like I'm gonna start up here so that I can make sure that I bring a line down that can connect, right? And then I'm gonna try to blend it at that angle. That's kind of the shape we're going for here. And blend it like into the curve. Do you have a deep purple or red? I don't really have a deep purple. I don't have a lot of lip options. I can like layer this and get it pretty dark. And I have a little bit left of this lipstick that I got. That's like a really dark, like, is mauve the word? I don't know. We can do like a glossy pink, red. We can do a black, or we could try to do that mauve. The power of the nipple blush. Black? Black, yes on the black? Okay. I powder the shit out of my nose in the middle of my glasses to not have the nose contour crease. Oh my god, yeah, when I used to do the line across my nose, it was such a pain with my glasses because I would get it on there. I vote the mauve. We can do both. We can do a little bit of both. I used to do the black and like blend the mauve into it. We can try that if you want. See how that goes. I really want like a dark. I really want a gray. Like I've seen people with like that really gray, like cool toned lipstick, and I've always wanted like some lipstick like that. I think that would be. Don't bite your fingernails. I think that'd be really good. Oh, we're doing the inner corner. All right. I'm gonna lean down on my iPad and do that real quick. Hold on. Who asked you? No. Mind your business. Thank you. I didn't come out super good, but that's okay. That didn't come out super good either, but we're there. Do you usually go over your Cupid's bow or not? I used to, cause like I'm gonna be honest. I used to, cause I always saw everybody doing it that way. Like I don't watch a ton of makeup content, but any makeup content that I did see, everybody always like covered their Cupid's bow and went over like that. So I was like, I guess that's just the thing to do. But I never knew why anybody ever did it, and I've stopped doing it recently. But you know my biggest beef with the black lipstick is like it shows the weird shit that I do with my lips so much more, like the dark contrast, especially when I'm gaming. When I really, really lock in, I do this a whole lot, and I like suck in my bottom lip, and I do this. And when I do that like this, or like with a much more neutral lip, it's not as telling. But when it's a black lip, that shit looks so silly, and it makes my lips look really, really, really weird. I think I struggle sometimes to get like the shape of my lips consistent when I do a darker color too, and that drives me a little crazy. Yeah, for real. And same with nude. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could be a who. Mm-mm. I always get butthole mouth with dark colors. Like close up, it'll show the butthole lips. Yeah, yeah. Just played with the funniest brick ever. You're draining them well. I love to hear that. And then I'm gonna put on just like a little bit of mascara here. I was heating this mascara up in my. This is like a sample that I got from Ulta of mascara, and I was heating it up in my coffee cup, but as you can see it on my fingers. But then I realized that like it was starting to like it was melt like the outer part was coming apart, so I don't put it in my coffee anymore. But I always put my eyeliner or my eyeshadow, my mascara in my coffee to try to like melt it and get it smooth. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Sisylis? Thank you. I appreciate it. And Bodiggity. I can't read. All right, and then we're just gonna do that. But you can't even really see the eye the like you can't see the difference it makes because of my eyeliner anyway. That's one of the reasons I do like wearing lashes is that it shows, it makes it look like I actually have lashes over my liner, but this really just tends to blend into the liner. 12-minute comp queue, R.I. flickin' P. A lot of people put mascara in their bras to heat it up. Oh, I'm so with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get it some of that under boob heat. I know some people do their mascara like they close their eyes and they do it. I struggle to do that. So I don't know that this is right. No. No. You are already up on the chair with me. No. Let go of that, baby. This is why you don't get rights. I swear. I swear. One of these days. Yeah. Maybe the mascara will change color because of the nipple blush. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you put it in your bra, I struggle to make that connection there for a second. I love the universal little. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Putting on mascara, it's a must. You gotta. I don't know why we do that, but it helps. Like it helps. And we're getting there now. Now you see, like the look is coming together. Mm-mm. Let's mix with Rockefellers, rock with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the ritz. So now I'm gonna try to line my lips here a little bit. And this isn't anything special. This is technically eyeliner. It's like a little eyeliner pen, but it works as lip liner. And I'm gonna try to line my lips here real quick. I'm probably gonna struggle and they're gonna be uneven. No. It's still not even. There we go. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it. Good morning, Joe. Welcome in. All right. No. See, like, what drives me crazy is, and maybe it's just perspective, but like, this side looks like it's much higher than this side. But if I do that, they're the same. Is it just perspective? By the way, I gotta appreciate that you try to stream early so EU people can catch you before bed. Yeah, I love my EU pookies. I've been playing around with the idea of going live a little bit earlier anyway. Like even earlier than I usually do. I like being a day afternoon streamer anyway. But if I do that, like if I go for 5 hours and I start at noon, I'm already at like 5 or 6. You know what's in my eye? I'm already at 5 or 6, and like by that point, I'm kind of fucking tired. But if I go live at 10, if I go to 5, if I hit 5 hours, it's still only like 3, and I could have I like if I have the energy to keep going, it's not as late. You know? I don't know. Coming down further on your right side. What do you mean coming down further? I don't understand. Like the line is thicker. Oh. I don't think it's as curved on the other side. Like straighter. It is a little bit like a mustache. If you stop now, Gomez Adams. You're so right. I would make such a good Gomez Adams. Oh my god. Gomez Adams is the ideal man. I'm telling you, I like the idea of me with a mustache way too much. I can't think about that too hard, or I'm gonna I would fuck in a mustache. But anyway, Gomez Adams is the ideal man, just so you know. Drag King Po Wen, I would love to do Drag King makeup. Now my bottom lip is where I feel like I struggle a little bit more, shape wise. Morticia and Gomez, oh my god. That's the dream. Hmm. Mm. Gomez Adams in the original movie or Gomez Adams the actual chunky character from the comics? I like Gomez Adams when he like I like aesthetically their design from like the comics where he's like shorter and chunkier, you know, but also I just mean him personality wise. Like who is Longtoe in my team in Overwatch? I have no idea. I've never heard of him. Hi Juno. Why do you need that? What are you doing? Mm. Welcome to the Trans Mask Legion. Shut up! I can't think about. I can't be having thoughts like that. We need to. That's a problem. That's something for me to grapple over late at night when I'm in bed. Um. Now where is there it is. Mm. Do you pluck your eyebrows? No, I usually either like try to trim them up or shave them or go get them waxed. Granted, I'm really lazy and I wait way too long between waxings. I just struggle to pluck my own brows because I have really sensitive sinuses, and the moment I pluck one hair, I start sneezing. So it's like a constant fight of like plucking and like sneezing and my eyes watering and my nose running and like my sinuses get so worked up over plucking. Anyway, I'm a threading boy for eyebrows. Do you get them threaded or do you thread them yourselves? I'm so lazy with my eyebrows. I felt so embarrassed last time I went to get my eyebrows waxed too. She was like, "Well, how do you style your eyebrows?" And I was like, "I don't." And she was like, "Well, what product do you use on them?" And I'm like, "I don't." And so I felt a little bit out of the loop. All right. I'm gonna put on some of this black. I'm gonna put on some of this black, but I'm gonna leave just like this inner, like especially on my bottom lip, this inner swoop right here, I'm gonna leave empty. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do first? First. Yeah, that's true. Biphobia is not exclusive to the right, I fear. I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on. Trust the process. Oh, so they're naturally filled in? Oh yeah, I just have really thick brows. These are just my natural brows. The most I'll ever do with my brows is I'll try to brush them up and then like try to tame them and shape them because they're like way too long. But I have really, really thick eyebrows. This is which I don't know. Some people that doesn't seem to be very much the Vogue thing right now. Like I think thin, super arched brows are really pretty, but or like seem to be more the thing that I see everybody saying. But also, I really like them kind of thick like that. Like I like to think of what's her name Amelia Clark, and she like I always felt a kindred spirit with her for her eyebrows. Let's mix with Rockefeller, and then I'll just try to angle them a little bit, give them a little bit of guidance. I get them threaded. I'm past due, so maybe that'll be the plan today. I tried to go get mine waxed the other day, but everywhere, like for some reason, nowhere had their waxer in until Thursday. I only pluck. I'm scared getting them up, even though I have getting them done, even though I have front bangs. I get that. Eyebrows are again one of those things that like if they get fucked up, like oh, you're just stuck with that on your face, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go in with a little black here. That on ear corner, I'm gonna come down harder. I feel alright on ear corner, right? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna kind of leave that like window, right? I'm gonna leave that window uncolored. Mm-mm. The Waxer Union called a meeting after seeing dummies on TikTok covering their heads in. Huh? I feel like brow trends change often enough. It's not worth doing anything permanent. I agree. I can't be ours. I can't keep up. I can't be ours. I like IRL. I like IRL. I don't care how. Oh, freaking who? Hmm? We're gonna let that dry for a second, and we're gonna leave it like that. Mm-mm. Oh, the waxer union thing is a joke. Why are we covering ourselves in wax? That sounds horrifying. I chunk on my eyebrows because I thought it would be cute to glue them down for a makeup look. I used to do like a slit in my eyebrows all the time. That used to be a big look for me. Mm-mm. I had a friend in high school who or no, not high school, college. We were all we had all been drinking and he was pretty drunk. Except he got it in his head he wanted to wax. He had like a happy trail like his on his stomach and he got it in his head he wanted to wax his happy trail. He's like, "Oh, you should wax me. Haha, this will be so fun. Oh my god. Yeah, you should wax me." And so we fucking waxed him. I wonder if I just like blended that out with gloss, what it would look like. Because the mauve is going to be so much darker, it's not going to have the contrast. I kind of love that contrast there. Anyway, but he made like a big deal about it. I was like, oh, it would be so funny. Haha, you should do it. You should do it. And And he was really drunk. And then we did it, and like the wax went on, and it was all warm, and he was like, "Oh, that feels so good. That's so good." And then we ripped the first like strip off, and he cried. He cried. And I felt kind of bad, but like he genuinely like was begging us to do it. Why'd you get rid of a happy trail? It's one of the hottest things a person can have. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know, but I was having I don't know. I had fun waxing. I also had fun waxing because like he was because I think it started with us talking about like how painful waxing is and stuff and how painful it can be and very much him being like, oh, it's not that bad. Well, it's what go. Well, yeah, you could wax my happy trail. Yeah, wax my happy trail. I don't care. And then he cried. So it was a little bit of a kind of conversation. Dumb men trying to get attention, jackass level stunts. That sounds horrifying. Wax all over your head. I plucked my eyebrow tails off to experiment with makeup, but it turns out my face is so asymmetric that I really can't get them to match anymore. That's such a pain. Sailor one time told me that she thought that I would look really good with like, when people have eyebrows and it's just like the nubs, like if it cut off here, and it was like smaller. Peep, Sailor said that once, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. I don't know if that would look good on me, but I think about it a whole lot. Yeah, I selfishly, I was enjoying it a little bit, Bean, I fear. All right, so this is the mauve shit that I have, and it's pretty low. I'm trying to just like blend it out in that spot, like that. And then, it's a little more subtle, but then it comes out like that. Mm-mm. I have a shave section of my eyebrow I also like. I think it would suit your alternative style of makeup. Yeah, I'm just so scared to do it because what if it doesn't look good? Like, if it doesn't look good, it's one of those things that you're kind of just stuck with, right? Let's mix with Rockefellers, Rockwistix. I want more horror games like Mortuary Assistant. Mortuary's Assistant was so good. Are we done? All right, we might be done. Do I do anything else? Did you ever play Repo Poe? I did. Poe DBD stream when? I used to play a ton of DBD. I have like probably 1,500 to 2,000 hours in DBD, but I stopped playing in 2023, and I haven't played since. But I really, really wanted to. Once I get my SSD, I promised Phoenix once I got my SSD installed that I would play Reaper or Dead by Daylight again, but I still haven't installed my SSD because I'm a coward. Stanley Tucci caught with wax on his head. I would defend him. I think he deserves it. You deserve to have folklore about you. Love. I like to think that I'm becoming a little bit of an apartment cryptid, but just like in a little bit, probably in a more insufferable way. Like because I hear people walk by that window and I can hear them word for word. Like I can hear them so clearly. So I really think that they can probably hear me really, really clearly as well. And I like the idea that they just hear me screaming about like impregnating men or whatever while they walk by. Hi, Leafling. Welcome in. How are you? I really want a game where you hunt and capture ghosts like Ghostbusters and Phasmo have spooky baby. I just really like Mortuary's Assistant. One, it was a horror game that you could play in like one swell food, right? It didn't have to be a big commitment. It was like a one stream. It was easy to do as like a one stream, one off, And it was so good. Like the horror of it was so like intentional and so well done. It wasn't cheap shots. It wasn't cheap jump scares. It was so good. and it worked as a one-off, and I really liked that. I'm just do a little bit of powder here. And let's mix with Rockefellers, walk with sticks, or umbrella. Putting on the Ritz. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Just got Lord Jeff and Rivals. Let's go. I'm a pussy, so I only watch people play horror games, but I love horror films. I like horror films too. By Will Wonder. About what the hell an Impreg Malgan. Yeah, you know. I play Faz with my nephews and they trap me inside by myself, and that's terrifying. But yeah, I really like horror games. We played a couple on stream, but I feel like Mortuary's Assistant was just so well done. All right, and now my hair is gonna look really bad, so you guys have to. We're all gonna be cool when I take the bonnet off. When I take the bonnet off and my hair looks really crazy, we're all gonna be nice and we're gonna be normal about it. And that's true, Ellen. Move this shit off my desk. Cool hat. Thank you, Danny. Hi, Danny. Welcome in. And Grimkin, thank you for the 4 months. Mwah. Imagine there's just no hair. Oh my god, the gag if I took it off and I was bald. Could you imagine? Honestly, like, this isn't a bad look, I feel like, with the bonnet. Like, I think it's a little bit of a serve. But I do think I probably have to. Is that better or worse? It's hard to tell. But I can't really wear my headphones over that, so we couldn't really game like that. Anyway, your mods just scurry out of the hat. Yeah, we just imagine Poe with a pink spiky pixie cut. I am getting closer and closer to doing some kind of like fucky mullet with my hair and have it shorter in the front. All right. We're gonna try to figure out our bangs first because it is pulled back. I think you'd eat bald. I've had it bald. She's bald. She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair. No. What do we do with it? Because, you know, it really sucks when my hair looks like really is like doing things. Because, like, it does not look bad right now, right? But I have to pluck and pull it up because with headphones on, it doesn't look good. Why is my camera suddenly out of focus? Is it because that got brighter? There we go. But like if I put my headset on over top of it when it's down like this, it looks fucking awful. Jeff made a Spidey Black Panther rage quit, or I'd like to think that I did. Shake your dread, ladies. Trying to do my work type shit. Thanks, Basmat. I appreciate it. Welcome back in, Paul. Where did my hair tie go? There we go. We'll probably just pull it back again. Yeah, because like even when it's like if I got my bangs looking some kind of normal, and then like right. The headset really fucking ruins wearing my hair down. So nonchalant, right. All right. I just scoop it back. Try to. Hair looks so good when you pull it out of a bonnet like that. Thank you, Crow. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna look worse. I have to wash my hair tonight. My hair, there might be something living in there right now. I cannot stand hair under my headset. Yeah, mine just looks really fucking silly, I fear. Alright, we're just gonna pull her up in a little bit of a side ponytail here first. Oh, yeah, I store all of my mods in my hair. They get to sleep there at night. Then they go back to the basement. Alright, and then we bring some strands out. Right, and we have like just a little bit. So that's where I've been. Of course, nice and warm and safe. Tucked away. Oh my god, were you guys ever on the side of TikTok of seeing those memes where it was like, if you're cold, they're cold. Put them in your foreskin. And it would be like a bunch of little roly-polies. I probably need like more. Right, that looks a little too scraggly. So we just be really lazy and we pull out some little pieces here. Like that. Yes. You guys get it. You guys get it. This might be an original experience. No, Avi knows what I'm talking about. Avi knows what I'm talking about. Does that mean Peanuts mods are their ringworm? Oh my god. Phoenix said they were gonna give me ringworm, and I said I would get it on my wrist so that we could match and we'd be like so linked and we'd be twinning. And then they got mad at me and they said they weren't gonna give me ringworm anymore. So like I don't know where we're at with the ringworm situation. I hear so fucking me and the consequences of my actions. I cannot say I was. I was on the if you're cold, they're cold, let them in, and it's a whole ass gator. Hold on. This is going to be an awful thing to Google. If you're cold, they're cold, put them in your foreskin. Put them in your mouth. Yes. Yes. If you're cold, they're cold. Put them in your foreskin. Let's mix with Rockefellers, walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Alright. You know, it's also really frustrating. The light being behind this side of my like little strands makes them look like so much less than they are. And then, I'm probably gonna throw up a BRB screen here in a sec, and like go and try to play around with my hair in the bathroom a little bit and see if I can get my bangs to act right. But we've got a finished look. Finished look. That's where we're at. Finally, you got the red shirt that Date Everyone. Yeah, right? Everyone, they're always talking about my red shirt in Date Everything. Can they be wispy and whimsical? My bangs? I don't know. I feel like they know that I would like that, and my bangs are in fact my enemies. They would never cooperate with me like that. But anyway, there's the finished look, I think. And that's how I do it. Which affectionately was the music not playing in the background this whole time? Oh my god, she paused so long ago. You guys were just sitting with silence? That would have drove me crazy. And they can be with the sunny side. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So everybody kept asking. And again, like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not a huge like I love doing makeup, but I don't know what I'm doing. Most of it I just make up as it goes. So take everything that I said with a grain of salt and how I do it, you know. That's just how I do it. And I'm always open to advice and you know, and like different ways to do things. I'm gonna go make ramen. Godspeed, Muggler. Godspeed. Give me 1 second real quick. I'm gonna give you guys a baby fruit video. And I am gonna go piss girl and grab my choker and whatnot. But I will be right back. And then you know what? We might even who knows? We might feel wild and play a little bit of Overwatch. I have the Expedition 33 soundtrack playing in my brain in a loop. I always got some music. Hell yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Expedition 33. Give me 1 second, y'all. Mama, be right back. beat the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this. Alright, we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed your simulation. Let's see. This part always gives me flashbacks. Flashbacks is crazy. Oh no, please don't fall. Okay, we're good. We're strong. We're strong. Anyway. The song. Oh, okay. Let's see here. All right, so that is, I'm like wet just a little bit right here. My hair's a mess. I'm sorry. We did the makeup tutorial, but my hair is still, how she is. But think that is the makeup tutorial for now. It might wind up as a YouTube video, probably, maybe. I don't know. Trimming, that's gonna be a nightmare. I'm so babbly. But that's where we are. Now we're gonna actually play some Overwatch. If you, let me flip that. Give me 1 second. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go live on TikTok as well. I don't think I like it like that. I'm gonna go live on TikTok as well. But in order to do that, I have to take down my stream here for just a second. So I'm gonna go down on Twitch for like just a moment, and then I will come back again. The lighting in the back is gonna drive me absolutely crazy. And then I'll be right back. It'll be literally just a second. So stay in chat. I'll be right back. Hi Beth, welcome in, love. How are you? That's a high reputation. Hopefully. We'll see if it's a good day. I did miss it, chat. What contour does she use? That's the part that I'm the least confident. I even said that's the part that I'm the least confident about, that I don't know, that I know the least, and I fucked it up and then had to really blend it. But this will probably wind up on TikTok, or on YouTube. I don't know. But give me 1 second.